Hi, my name is Gianna, and I'm a psychologist here at SEA. So I'm someone who really believes in the importance of mental health. So sometimes all we really need is someone who can truly listen to us and help us make sense of our thoughts and emotions. And gaining a deeper understanding of our experiences really allow us to better understand ourselves as well and to find clearer and more compassionate ways to grow and improve. What I love most about this profession is being able to support others as they work towards the changes that they would like to see in themselves, whether it may be building healthier habits, building a stronger and more secure self esteem, or pursuing personal growth. It's something that's incredibly rewarding, and it's a true privilege for me to be a part of such an important journey in someone's life. I understand how daunting it can be to seek psychological support, especially because it requires us to be vulnerable and to share our deepest thoughts and feelings. Reaching out for help, however, it's one of the most important steps towards change, and it's really a meaningful act of courage. I also recognize that mental health concerns can still feel quite stigmatizing, but just as we seek medical care to look after our physical health, I believe that it's equally important to seek psychological support to care for our mental and emotional well-being too. It's completely okay to feel unsure about what to say or where to begin. Our sessions, they're not meant to feel overly structured or rigid, and my role as a psychologist is to gently guide you through the process, helping you put the pieces together, make sense of your experiences, and support you every step of the way. A diagnosis can be a helpful tool in therapy as it may assist in understanding certain patterns in a client's thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. However, receiving a diagnosis is not a requirement in therapy. The focus of counseling is not on labeling, but on understanding what a client is going through and identifying the approaches that will be most helpful for them. And because every individual's experiences are unique, there's no single intervention that applies to everyone. So there's no one size fits all intervention, even for clients who may share similar concerns. So interventions are thoughtfully tailored based on many factors, such as your personal history, your current concerns, your strengths, and your therapy goals. But the goal is always to create a personalized intervention plan that really honors each client's individuality and needs. So, the heart of our sessions is really a client centered approach where your needs, your pace, and your comfort are always first. So, clients are really encouraged to decide what they would like to talk about, and there's really no expectation in being able to open up all at once. Again, I understand that vulnerability can feel really challenging, and that trust and comfort really take time to build. Therapy is a process, and clients are always in control of how much they would like to share. As a psychologist, I place great importance on building a strong therapeutic relationship and ensuring that the client's overall well being is the top priority. So, while counselors and psychologists both provide support and guidance, my training as a psychologist really allows me to integrate a deeper understanding of psychological theories and evidence based interventions into our work. So, that being said, our sessions would really focus more on collaboration, on empathy, and on having a meaningful conversation. I understand how daunting it can be to seek help, especially because it requires vulnerability. However, practicing self care really allows us to live healthier and more fulfilling lives, and it allows us to show up as the best versions of ourselves. Therapy really offers that supportive space where you can just be yourself, feel free from judgment and pressure. It's really a great place to pause, to reflect, and to feel understood. Even a single session can make such a meaningful difference and be a great first step towards positive change. So, if you're struggling, please know that you are not alone. Experiencing difficulties, it's not a sign of weakness at all, nor is it something to feel ashamed of. Everyone faces their own challenges every day, and there are people out there who genuinely want to support you through them. So, choosing to step forward and to care for yourself takes a lot of bravery and courage, and I really want to acknowledge that. And I'd be deeply honored to be able to walk alongside you through your healing journey.